Hello everyone, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and of course these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello! How are you, my sweet children? I just wanted to call you. Oh my god, but we'll get into that in a little bit and you'll understand as a channeled message is coming through for you, okay? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please like, subscribe. There's the dogs in the background. Please like, subscribe, comment if you feel so called to, share, hit the bell button with all notifications if you want to be notified whenever I publish new content. All right, everything else is in the description box down below if you feel so inclined to check that out as well. Cancer, we already have like a very interesting setup. As you can see, that's like a house of cards that wanted to come into your reading, and I'll get to that. It says the middle world. And we have Pono here with immeasurable power of the heart way. It's quite beautiful, but I want to read the channeling to you first. It wasn't much that came through. Usually I have like a full page. This is like half a page. And also in the chanting, it wasn't a chanting today. It was a rattle session. So I used my rattle, this one, and brought it into your rattling, really, because it was the message of using the rattle or the instrument as your voice. Okay, very, very interesting. And they highlighted water with your reading, which is cool because we have the watery sphere in the background here as well. That if you know this deck, like the Shamanic Oracle deck, there's a water card that it actually has the sphere on it, and this is included. So earth and water, but specifically water, and they put exclamation marks like two. Replenish yourself first, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So something, explanation mark. So you may emphasize something, or you may write like that a lot, like with a lot of exclamation marks, or you may have a lot of aha moments, which is also tying into the Gemini, New Moon Gemini reading if you're interested. Some of you may feel the urge to play with your child, your children, and your inner child. Follow that urge because it brings you a lot more lightness. Some of you may be in the middle of balancing politeness, political correctness, and being straightforward and trying to find a balance here. You may have been either too straightforward for people to actually listen to you, or you may have been too polite in the past, is that people don't really get when you're like setting a boundary or when you're trying to bring something across. It may just do like this, be like gone almost, and you're trying to find the balance between those two. Some of you may have found it, so this is confirmation for you. Congratulations. Yeah, rattles may become a lot more important and they make themselves known to you, meaning they're just coming into your life. For example, cousin comes into your house with a rattle or with whatever instrument, but the rattle came through strongly, or it's recommended to you on YouTube, or for example in this reading there's only rattling instead of chanting attached, something like that, right? Know that this is coming to you, like whatever is meant for you is never passing you by. It's like coming straight into your world, and this all makes sense and is a good thing. Yeah, and they may be just popping up everywhere, rattles. House of Cards, like I said, there's also a series, so you may have watched it or maybe watching it currently. I do not know anything about this series. I know it exists and that's about it. And it takes a lot of skill, though, and patience to build like a house of cards. And there's always the possibility, which may happen here too, that it may fall down like this one, because this is kind of like not the most solid structure that I have built here, yet it wanted to come in like that, which I kind of really enjoy, if you know me, because I like different things, and the way it comes in is just so interesting to me, right? And the Ho'oponopono has a lot of rainbow energy, and we had the rainbow bridge in the Gemini new moon reading. So 27, Pono, immeasurable power of the heart way. So you may be going through or maybe experiencing heart openings here and there, but it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous heart energy that is radiating to my heart now as well, and beautiful alignment. So mind heart alignment is what I'm getting with this, and with this tremendous manifestation power. Holy crap, Cancer. Wow. And also the water, of course, some people actually bring that into reading so they can read better. I myself have water here, which I can see actually a rainbow reflected in this water. That's not why I bring it in. It's rather the four elements, although I never realized until fairly recently that it was actually the four elements that I was bringing into the reading. And why? Because they just made themselves more and more present in my life. And if you know anything about me and the channel, it's like I only bring in what feels right. I only talk about what feels right, not something I read in books, but something I actually experienced. And you may be feeling much the same way. I'm now getting something about earrings. You may have like really special earrings that have like sacred geometry on them. Check your earrings, okay? Because some of you may not be aware that they actually do have that sacred geometry, but your subconscious specifically chose these because those are the ones, the signs that you need to see right now. Yep. Also in nature, we have reoccurring patterns. There's really something in there for you. You know, check the patterns that are reoccurring in nature because they're very healing to yourself. And if you're choosing then to pass those on in some shape or form, for example, sharing photos of the pattern that you've found, you know how you can do like macro photos. I don't know how you call that specifically, but you're zooming in like really in. I like my English. It's really great today. You're zooming in, but really in. So you're zooming in, you're seeing things that other people may not be recognizing, and you're making it known to them, which is quite beautiful. Please keep doing this, okay? Because it's not only healing to you, but also healing to others. There's also something about the moon cycles, tapping into those ancient feminine energies, because that will replenish you heaps, Cancer, okay? There's the watery, of course, the watery energy with the moon energy, and being like, oh my God, this feels so good. To some of you, you may really need water, like to go into water, to be in more flow, to also meditate with the water, please, because the water can be powerful, it can be soft, it can even, you know, go through stone, like with time. It just takes time, but it will erode stone. That's the word, erode. My apologies for for not knowing all the words. Okay. Immeasurable power of the heart way. The heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. I'm waking up. This reading is really waking me up. Interesting. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognizing this power does not evoke feelings of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy. Lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. How wonderful. I love that. Especially with that Gemini new moon that is all about, you know, thoughts, thought patterns, communication, even the way you communicate with yourself. That may be important to those of you who are working with the inner child currently, and, you know, who, even if you do have your own children, like play with your children if you do have that urge. Even if you don't, you may be feeling like maybe I don't have the time. If that's the case, do it anyways. Like set aside some time, because first of all, that time is never coming back to you. It is never, like, that moment in time is never coming back to you. Like, what is gone is gone. That age, that stage is never coming back. So yeah, the message is here to please take some time, because it's not only really good for your children or for your child, but it is also tremendously beneficial for your own inner child. And there's some healing that is happening when it comes to that. You may have not been allowed to play like properly as a child, or to be a child. Maybe you've had way too much responsibility as you were growing up, or you just playing was frowned upon, because like this was in your generation, like mother or father's side, doesn't matter, but like in that ancestral line of, we need to work, right? Like there's no time for play, something there, but there is time for play, and you'll be the one that breaks the cycle if you're inclined. The divine within your heart has the power to transform a situation that is troubling you. Do not be intimidated or think it is too much for you or the divine to handle. Do not allow yourself to intellectualize or analyze a situation to the point of feeling confused or paralyzed. Healing through the heart on any and all issues that have plagued you or a loved one can and will happen. Let your heart feel the faith it needs to feel so that it can rest in joy. Divine healing wants to flow abundantly for you. Holy crap, my heart. For you. Open up to receive it without hesitation or condition. Yeah, that's it. You're saying that's it, but I'll post like the whole text as well as the healing process over on Patreon if you're interested, okay? This is beautiful. Oh my God, your heart is opening, Cancer. This is cool. I actually like it. To some of you, this can be a painful experience because you're just feeling emotions a lot more strong, which also means you're picking up on others' emotions way more strong. But I just personally love being in touch with my emotions in such a way and be able to connect with others in such a way, which is a way deeper emotional level than usually. And what that happens is you immediately enter like a deeper phase of relationship. For example, you're opening up to a point where you can see the light in the other person like immediately, and that almost like moves you to the point of tears. And when they see this, it's immediately reflected back to them, and it's like creating this gorgeous environment and moment. And some of you may be experiencing that, may have experienced it, or will experience it. Okay? So beautiful, because that's like your inner true self coming through fully, Cancer. Okay, so it's as within so without. And this is so interesting because you can see it both ways, like whatever is inside you, like God is outside, maybe God is inside, maybe there's all that is within us, and we're just like creating everything around us. That's one possibility. The other is it's just outside, like everything's outside, and we're just like a reflection of this. Or maybe it's just both, much like the light. It's both. It's wave and it's particle, right? And that's kind of like the situation here is what I'm feeling. Oh, and with that, they're giving us the infinity symbol. So, and also the balancing out of things and the infinity, really, of things. The endlessness, the vastness of the universe, of everything. Because universe, even if you say the word universe, that there's a limit. And there's something that tells me that you are becoming limitless in yourself. I love this. Becoming limitless in yourself, in your thinking, in your ability, in your healing capacity, in your capacity to express love towards others. No. Yeah. We have the Lovers. Yay! Gemini energy, right? So the Lovers, see how this is overseen, right? So some of you may be coming in a beautiful relationship, and I almost want to add to that with self. There's a lot of self-love. Some of you maybe are, oh my God, I'm so in love right now. I love it. That's why I felt my cheeks were blushing like in the beginning. And when you're really in love, even your skin is changing. And there's a song by Monica, the singer, right? She was really big in the 90s, I believe. I don't know if she's still that big, but she has a song where she's mentioning exactly that, like being so in love that the skin is changing. And this is so interesting. That's what I feel for some of you here, like having this glow, like being in the constant state of this blissful love with self, with your environment, like lots of peace, feeling the breath. Oh my God. It's so beautiful, Cancer, to be in those energies. And you know how your eyes are really, really glowing up, and how, it's like light is coming out of your eyes because you're so aligned with everything and everyone, and most of all, of course, with yourself, with your higher self. And this is when, if that's what you were looking for, you won't be looking in that stage like for another, because it's just you're so complete within yourself that you won't be looking for another. But that's exactly when it comes in. In case you were looking for a long time, like this is when the looking stops, and it's just like it all comes together for you. It's like you're that magnet, but not because you needed anything. It's just like, and not in a bad way at all. It's just like it's coming in for you in such a strong way here, Cancer. Oh my God, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like race body temperature could also be something. This is ascension symptoms though, right? Like when your hands and your feet, the palms of your feet are really, really hot, and you feel like a lot of energy is trying to express itself through you. Like you can put your feet on the ground. Here we have Middle Earth, like put the roots in the ground, or whatever you feel is comfortable for you to enter the earthly plane, right? I just had a conversation with someone very dear to me, and they expressed that they didn't feel it through roots, but they felt it through something else that they imagined. So it was interesting for me to hear that there are many different ways. Of course, you know this stuff, but to hear it from another, it kind of like made me more aware of not everyone is connecting through tree roots, for example, but they're connecting, they're maybe imagining something else to make that deeper connection. Oh yeah, beautiful. New sprouts are really coming up, like to an existing tree already. Yeah. And you must be nurturing something or someone here, truly, Cancer, because it's like you have become that tree, you have become that alignment between heaven and earth, and there you are nurturing others. You may have students that are following you. You may, if you have children, indeed, you're nurturing them through that. Oh my god, I see the triangle shape, through play, through just being you, through being that beautiful expression. You're so connected with these people, with your children or with your child. Wow, huge. And then we have those influences from the outside, possibly ancestors, angels, guides, strong guides. And then we have the planets that I see here too. So everything is so interwoven, and there's a sudden, or not just a sudden, there's an understanding from your side that this is there. There's an acknowledgement of something that may have caused a lot of confusion like in the past, but now it no longer does because you've integrated like all of that. But this was a journey. Wow, but so cool. And the spheres that are reoccurring here, here, and here, like this is crazy. Yeah, first of all, from thinking it is outside to thinking it is you, to knowing it is both. You're no longer thinking Cancer. It's thinking it's on the outside, thinking it's you, understanding that it's all. It's all. Yes, Cancer, I absolutely love it. I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. We'll take it over to Patreon to you extended to find out more, to draw more cards. You can join down below for $11.11 a month for every extended that is created within that month and before, all the months before. Sending you so much love, light, and shadow. I'll either see you over there or next time. Bye, my friends.